and we will take a 10-minute break between the regional rail meeting. Commissioner Ortega, are you asking for a 5-minute break?
I'm asking if that's the wish of the board. That's fine with me, whatever the preference is.
Okay, we will take a 5-minute break as we move on the same link to our Regional Rail Authority meeting. And Commissioner Ortega, you'll note the time that we'll be reconvening then for our workshop 10 minutes after Regional Rail. We will take a 5-minute break at this point. And with that, we are adjourned.
I'd like to call to order Ramsey County Regional Rail Authority. Roll call, please.
Carter.
Here.
Bradham.
Here.
Matas Castillo.
Here.
McDonough.
Here.
McGuire.
Here.
Reinhardt.
Here.
And Ortega.
Aye, I'll entertain a motion on the agenda of October 26, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Hearing no discussion, roll call, please.
Bradham. Bradham.
Aye.
Matas Castillo.
Aye.
McDonough.
Aye.
McGuire.
Aye. Aye.
Reinhardt.
Aye.
Carter.
Aye.
And Ortega.
Aye, I'll entertain a motion on the minutes of October 5th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Hearing no discussion, roll call.
Bradham.
Aye.
Matas Castillo.
Aye.
McDonough.
Aye.
McGuire.
Aye.
Reinhardt.
Aye.
Carter.
Aye.
And Ortega.
Aye. We'll move on to the administrative item number 3, agreement with Spinning Wild LLC for space in the Union Depot.
Move approval. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Bradham.
Aye.
Matas Castillo.
Aye.
McDonough.
Aye.
McGuire.
Aye.
Reinhardt.
Aye.
Carter.
Aye.
And Ortega.
Aye. Item number 4, agreement with HDR Engineering, Inc. for planning services for the Blue Line Riverview Connection Study.
Move approval. Second.
Seeing no discussion, roll call, please.
Bradham.
Aye.
Matas Castillo.
Aye.
McDonough.
Aye.
McGuire. McGuire. You're on mute.
Aye. Aye.
Thank you. Reinhardt.
Aye.
Carter.
Aye.
And Ortega.
Aye. Corridor updates, Victoria.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to read a statement into the record, and I will supply a copy of this to the clerk for inclusion in the minutes. As I stated, Rush Line Corridor Task Force did meet last week, and I would again like to make a statement. There's been a lot of information out there. I have worked hard to expand healthy transportation options in the East Metro. Transit options are key to combating global climate change and a resilient, sustainable regional economy. I am proud of getting White Bear Lake on the regional transit map with the Metro Purple Line. There is a great deal of information being spread about the Metro Purple Line that is simply not factual. Therefore, I'd like to dispel some of the myths and/or conjecture with the following information. 1, the Purple Line is slated to be electric battery-powered buses when it begins operations in 2026. 2, the federal government has rigorous requirements that must be met on ridership, cost, environmental impacts, jobs created, community outreach, and solicitation of public comments, just to name a few. All of which must be assessed and reassessed at each phase of the project, or it will not be funded. 3, the Bruce Ventral Trail will not go away. In fact, we are working to extend it into White Bear Lake. 4, the statement, crime will increase. My question is this: do you really think a criminal is going to come to White Bear Lake, commit a robbery, assault, and yes, that is what I've been told, and then wait for the bus to escape? 5, municipal consent is not part of this or any other bus rapid transit process. 6, it was named Rush Line because its original terminus in 1998, when the task force was formed, was Rush City. 7, over the last 23 years, all aspects of the corridor have been studied. There have been many public meetings, community engagement events, and public comments entered into the record. The analysis and public involvement will continue into the next phases, and adjustments will be made. 8, the two that truly makes no sense. There won't be enough riders, and at the same time, there will be so many riders that it will ruin our downtown charm. Too many and not enough simultaneously, really. What really saddens me is that a few people have been very blunt and some more subtle when referring to those people coming to our town. So let me be clear. Yes, we will gain more diversity because of access to public transit, and I welcome it. It will not ruin our charm. I believe diversity will enhance our way of life just as it has in every generation during White Bear Lake's 140-year history. I support the Metro Purple Line because I have done my homework just as my parents taught me. I have listened to those who are supportive and to those who are opposed. And by the way, listening and agreeing should not be confused with each other. For those listening now, there is a frequently asked questions sheet and an overview of the project on the website. Please just look them over. You can also check out the recently approved environmental assessment, including all of the appendices, if you like, and continue to monitor for the progress and updates as new information becomes available. Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. Nicole?
I just want to thank Commissioner Reinhardt for her statement and for her decades of work on this project. Like her, I've been receiving a lot of comments and feedback. And I think Commissioner Reinhardt said it best, that this is a good project. It's thoroughly researched. It's desperately needed in our community. And I've yet to hear an argument from those in the community opposing it that hasn't been addressed by Commissioner Reinhardt's comments, or as she mentioned, is just not rooted in fact and tends to be rooted in discrimination. So I am open to an argument or to hearing some information that hasn't been explored, but for right now, I've yet to hear it. And this is so needed as a leg of our transit system to expand access across the northern Ramsey County suburbs. And we are not just building this for right now, we are building it for the future. And our future generations are going to thank us for the investment in infrastructure that will allow alternatives to only motor vehicles and getting around the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicole. And Victoria, again, for all the good work you've done over the years on the Rush Line. I had a review policy advisory committee meeting on Thursday. It was a very good meeting, an hour and a half, but we packed it in. A lot of discussion, a lot of, clarification of information. Review, there's been a new model that's been utilized by the Met Council and the federal government that showed that the ridership on the Riverview went down according to the new model. What people also didn't look at was that the ridership for bus and BRT also went down. So this model has affected all the modes equally, and in many cases shows that the rail line has a greater ridership. Also, the fact is that we still qualify under the FTA at a medium. So as we move on, we will refine these numbers. We have all the expectation that the ridership will improve as time goes on. And we manage all the other indicators that are being utilized in the new model. The other piece was that Kevin Gallatin, the new chair of the Community Advisory Committee, has held 2 meetings. He's a former member of the Highland District Council, also works for Hennepin County in Public Works, and is doing a fantastic job. And he reported to us on the activities of the Community Advisory Committee, which is very robust in its membership and its diversity and all the opinions that we need along the corridor. So this is a time, it looks like, where all of our transit lines are being, for various reasons, being questioned. But as we move forward, I think we feel very good about how we're performing on all our lines, whether it's the Gold Line, the Rush Line, and the Riverview Corridor. And Jim, do you want to say something about the Gold Line?
Thanks, Mr. Chair. Gold Line's progressing really well. We've got a meeting actually coming up on Wednesday here to get some updates. We haven't met for a few months, but all the project staff through Met Council, working with our staff and Washington County staff, we're meeting all the FTA requirements, and we're well positioned here to start construction here in the near future. Thanks, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Jim. Anybody else? Any other comments? Well, at this point, I will adjourn the meeting. Tony, do you want to take a 10-minute break or what?
Yes, 11:56 on our separate workshop link.
Got you. Thank you very much.
Thank
We
you.
are now adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did she just say 11:56? She meant 10 minutes, right? Okay.